What's good, my lovely peoples? It's your main man, Solace here, the humble servant of the life. I hope everyone enjoyed the last couple of videos I did and got yourself a good laugh. Laughing is a good thing. We need a lot of that nowadays. But it's time to get back to business, get to my teaching. Now, today I want to do this lesson for y'all, breaking down the history of mankind's diet. Therefore, you can decide for yourself, unbiasedly, what you choose to eat. Because as of now, we have men dictating what other men do, eat, say, and this is wrong. No one can come to you and tell you, this is what men are supposed to eat, because men didn't make the life. A man cannot call one thing bad and another thing good, because a man didn't make the life. So a man can't tell you, meat is bad, this is better. Life doesn't work this way. We have to understand, the only thing that's bad in this life is men. We exploit the things in the life, making them bad. So guns are not bad. The bad man who thought to make guns to kill people, he's bad. And in that, he exploited the resources of the life to make something to kill. Animals, they make y'all sick, and meat makes you sick, and this and that. Look what men are doing to the animals. So it's men that have the problem. Men exploit animals, forgetting that they eat them. They exploit the fruit and vegetation, forgetting we eat that. Men exploit the whole life, forgetting that they gotta live in the life. So this is how lost we are. But I just want you to know, if any man tells you, you should eat this or do this, you need to understand right there, he wants to control you. This is domination type of stuff, when you're trying to be dominant over someone. And this is wrong. Everyone has to make choices for themselves. Now, the only thing a man should do is present you with unbiased information on the subject, therefore you can make your own choice. So that's what I'm going to do here today in this video. I'm going to break down the history of mankind's diet. And then you can decide for yourself what you choose to eat. Now, at first, when life first started, you can say for men here, men ate what the life produced. Nothing more, nothing less. So men ate the vegetation, they ate the fruit, they ate nuts. They ate the things that the life produces to eat. But they didn't eat conscious living beings like animals and sea life and birds. Men didn't eat these things. They only ate the things that the life produced. The same way the animals do. They eat the vegetation, etc., etc. So now you have to grasp. As time goes on, men get wiser. So now they start to make things out of the things that the life produces. So life doesn't produce apple pie. It produces apples. And men acquire more knowledge, and then they make more things with the things that the life already produces. So men are complete reproducers. When I say men, I'm talking mankind. Men and women. Men are reproducers in all aspects of the life, not just procreating, but men procreate not just babies, but they procreate everything that the life creates, meaning the life creates life, and then men create their own life and reality within that. So men procreate in all aspects of the life. So let's get back to the diet. So men, they ate what the life produced. Then they acquired more knowledge. As time went by, they began to mix and mingle things within the life, having a variety of breads, mixtures of fruits and different drinks, but they're still not eating the conscious living life. Living beings like animals and sea life, they're not eating these. They just eating what life produces, and they mixing and mingling and making more out of what the life produces to eat. Then famine comes, drought comes. The life doesn't produce enough food for people to eat. Men become desperate. This is when they add sea life to the diet from observing the birds and how the birds dive into the water, grab them up a fish and eat. Men thought, maybe I can do this in this time of famine. So men ate fish, and they realized, oh, this sustains us the same way the fruit does. I'm not dead, I'm good. So then men added the sea life to their diet. Now, when the famine passed and the earth began to reproduce again, men kept sea life as the diet. So grasp, now they had an addition to the diet, which was fish, the life in the sea, crabs, things of this nature. Then men go on and say, well, since we can eat fish, let's see if we can eat meat like the lions. So then, men begin to sample and test out the meat. And they realize, oh, we can eat this too. It's the same, it sustains us the same way as the vegetation. In fact, the meat sustains us more. It is better. It makes our bones stronger. It is better than the vegetation. So now men add meat onto the diet. But you have to understand with the meat. See, the meat makes your bones and things stronger and it makes you better. But at the same time, it takes away from your lifespan. So you have to grasp, you can't get a thing without losing a thing. So meat is good for your physical, but it's not so great for the spirit. But I'll break that down. Now, men had meat added to the diet, and it was good for them. So they had meat now. And then when famine came again, you already know, men began to eat one another. Now, they didn't keep eating men in the diet. I mean, some places, people still eat people. But for most of the world, eating people is just a survival tactic, and that's all men leave it for as of today, as well as the past. It was just a survival thing if it was a drought and things of this nature, or whatever wicked, crazy beliefs they had. But they left the meat, the sea life, and the vegetation and fruits as the diet. Now, physically, meat, fruit, vegetation, sea life, it is all life. You can only be sustained by life because you are life. So you have to grasp that. Eating meat is no different than you eating fruit. They both hold the same qualities, and they will sustain you the same way. The problem truly lies within the morality of it. Grasp. The life produces the vegetation and things like this for us to eat. We can eat meat and things like that also. But the problem with eating meat is men will kill to have it. And this is where it's bad. Because that's a living being, just like you. It moves around. It's mobile. It lives its life. You will now cut its life so you can eat. This is what's bad. The meat is not bad for you physically. I don't care if it's a pig. People eat swine. They don't die no faster. So fully understand me unbiasedly. No food is not unhealthy for you. It all boils down to morality. You have to grasp, men exploit the life, so fruit and vegetation ain't even good for you now. But if nothing was altered and messed up and exploited, the meat, it's all the same. It's not It's not physically bad for you. The morality is bad. Because now you're chopping down the lifespan of species so that you can eat. So you have to grasp. Men can sustain themselves off of fruit and vegetation only, without having to kill a living. So men don't have to kill the living beings to sustain themselves. And this is why it's bad. Because living beings are being killed so men can eat. Mind you, men can eat vegetation. So grasp how deep that is. Everything boils down to morality. There's nothing bad in this life. The only thing that's bad in this life is men. Men exploit things until they become no bueno no more. So you have to grasp that. A pig is not bad. Pigs are made how they're made. They savages, they eat, they scavengers, they eat anything. But they're made to eat anything to keep the earth clean. Now they're gonna shit it out. So you have to grasp. If a pig is bad to eat, it's only because a man did something to the pig. If a cow is bad to eat, it's only because a man did something to the cow. If fruit is bad to eat, it's only because a man did something to the fruit. If a man has AIDS or a disease, it's because a man did that to him. So you have to grasp, nothing is bad. Poison isn't bad because poison doesn't go around bothering anyone. Poison, ivy, and other poisons are for their purpose, and they serve their purpose, and they don't bother anyone. Men take the poison and make the poison bad by doing bad things with it. So we have to grasp. People have a racist mentality on the life. And y'all know I'm not lying because we do this to one another. So if a man tells you, oh, I don't eat swine, I only eat beef, that is racist. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but it's the same as saying a black person is better than a white person or vice versa. Nobody created the life here. So people got to stop taking dominion over it. When you tell a person, oh, this is bad and this is, you speaking as if you made the life, like you God. You didn't. You're new here. It's been men that been living on this earth since billions of years ago. The earth is old. In our years, the earth is billions of years old. You at the end of the life coming and acting like you know this and that, and so we got to get to a level to understand. Y'all have to stop letting people tell y'all what to do just because they feel they have knowledge. I have knowledge, but I don't tell people what to do. You have to do what you do. All I need to do is tell you knowledge of a thing. It's like my children. Both my children's mothers celebrate Christmas. Now, I don't celebrate Christmas. I never did. My mother didn't celebrate Christmas, so I grew up not celebrating Christmas. So it's nothing to me. Now, I don't go around telling people, man, you stupid if you celebrate Christmas, because I know all holidays were made by men. I don't care what holiday you may name. It was made by a man. So at the end of the day, men in the life gonna pick whatever holidays they decide to celebrate. It is not for me to say, don't celebrate this, celebrate that. I would rather tell you, being as though you know men made up all holidays, maybe we should make our own. We all have special things that happen in our lives, and we can all have our own special holidays. And people who love and respect you can celebrate your holiday with you. Because Martin Luther King Day and any other holiday you name, Christmas, Easter, they were all men-made. So I'm not saying don't celebrate them, but you have to begin to dive into your own individuality and start to celebrate yourself in your things. Because everything we celebrate is other men's great deeds and And that's cool to celebrate them, but when do you celebrate yourself and make your own way in the life and say, oh, okay, I want to celebrate this day because this is the day that my mother passed and she was such a great lady. So I want to celebrate this day. And all those who knew your mother and loved you celebrate that day. And others, after time passes, after y'all die, may celebrate that day still. But we are not to hold these days in high reverence and then start to challenge them over one another. We have to stop doing that. Life is not a competition. We keep competing with every aspect of the life. Mind you, nobody made the life. So why is everybody doing this? Now, like I was saying, my children celebrate Christmas. I don't. But I don't tell them, oh, you can celebrate Christmas and get out my face. Listen, man. I indulge in Christmas for them. Now, I don't do trees and presents, and my children's mothers never made me feel a certain way that I don't. I'll give them money and stuff, and I'm not petty, so I'm not going, oh, I ain't buying you a present because I don't celebrate Christmas. Mind you, I buy them stuff all year. Just like a lot of y'all. Y'all buy y'all kids stuff other than Christmas. So to tell them, oh, I'm not buying you nothing for Christmas because I don't celebrate this. Well, when you bought them sneakers last month, it was no holiday, so you got to grasp. So I don't go the petty tit for tat, and I don't celebrate it, so fuck that. Nor do my children's mothers come at me with crazy nonsense like, nigga, you should do this, and you have to celebrate, and we just respect it. Y'all celebrate that? I don't, but I know y'all do, so I'll make sure so they can feel good since they like that holiday. That's their thing. But at the end of the day, we need to just grasp. All these holidays are becoming bad. Like I said, men exploit the life. They make things bad over time. So I'm sure all these holidays started off with good spirits. But at this point, all these holidays we have, they are bad. They are causing problems for people spiritually in all aspects of the life. People are going to be fighting next week over this week over Christmas. Oh, my friend ain't buy me a gift. He supposed to be my friend. We all know how this go. Mind you, Christmas is about giving. Everyone is supposed to be giving, and their focus is supposed to be on giving. But everybody's focus is on what am I getting for Christmas? And this is the problem. So this is what I'm saying. The teachers have to stop trying to force law on people. This has to stop. And they're not going to stop. But the followers, y'all have to stop letting people force laws on y'all. Y'all know goddamn well ain't nobody that's teaching you shit. Pardon my language, but I had to say that. Ain't nobody that's teaching y'all made the life. They didn't sit down with God. So you know, if a man is telling you a thing that you're supposed to do, he bullshit talk. Simple as that. All you need to know is the truth and the history of a thing. And then you can decide what you want to do. Now, some of y'all may decide, man, I don't want to eat meat. That's fine. Others may feel, I'm going to continue to eat meat now that I know that everything is physically the same and is good. I ain't taking no part in killing any animals, so I'm going to eat. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to do what's best for you. I would never tell a man, don't eat meat. If you like eating meat, brother, enjoy it. Hopefully you're not taking part in killing animals, but other than that, if you like meat, enjoy it. Now, me, as far as morality goes, at some point I'm going to have to stop eating meat because I know as long as men eat meat, men going to keep killing animals so they can supply the demand. So if I don't eat meat and then others stop eating meat, men will stop killing animals at the rate they are to fill up the stores with meat. So this would be my reason to stop eating meat. Not because I'm racist against meat, so I want to say, oh, it's bad physically for you. Mind you, we see ain't nobody living no longer than the next person, whether vegetarian or not. So you have to grasp, this all has to do with morals, morality. Now, if I stop eating meat and everybody stopped eating meat, and they stopped selling meat, I would eat meat after that. Because now animals ain't being killed at a stupid-ass rate so men can make money. See, you have to understand, all men need to do is get what they need. We be getting extra. They kill extra animals for extra greedy people. And this is my point. Y'all don't need to be focused on diet. Y'all need to be focused on intake. Because y'all overdose on everything. Y'all overdose on the knowledge y'all get. Then start walking around acting like, well, Christians are stupid. You was a Christian. So you sound stupid. Mind you, if a man wants to be a Christian, you just give him knowledge and let him do what he wants. See, I'll give Hebrew Israelites knowledge. That shit fake. They can do what they want with the knowledge. Now, when they come cursing me out because they so brainwashed into the religion that they think they made the religion, and now they got to defend the religion even though I ain't attacked the religion, I'm just saying, here's some knowledge. Take it if you want. So then I curse them out with some shit, and then it may appear as if I'm bashing a person once it gets to that point. But this is why I block and delete people, so I could try to separate the negative energy. If a person does a video I don't like, I don't comment. For what? To do what he want. I don't watch nobody video because I'm already convinced that nobody don't truly be knowing what they talking about. Everybody just want to be in control of everybody. My whole goal is this. I want people to declare me the leader only because I'm going to get rid of leadership. That's over with. You got to think for your goddamn self. This is what life is about. And we got to start facing that fact. Everybody needs to stop looking over at the next person saying, you shut up. Worry about yourself. So you figure the next time a person thinks, let me tell Silas he has an ego. What you should do is tell yourself a thing. Make sure you intact. Don't never look to the next man to tell him anything. Unless he asks your opinion. So we have to grasp that. I was talking to a brother. He said, man, you got to quit them cigarettes, man, and that bud. Now, I'm looking at this dude. And I was so close to cursing him out. Because he used to smoke and he quit. So now he thinks he's cute. So I kindly told him, listen here, brother. Everybody has their big basket of demons that they deal with. I told him, in my basket lies cigarettes and marijuana. I've cleared all my many demons out of my basket. Your motherfucking basket is full. Excuse my language. Your basket is full. All you cleaned out your basket was cigarettes and weed. And you're running around here talking dumb stuff. You're running around here looking down on people. What you need to do is go clean some more stuff out your basket that deals more with the morality. Because he's so stuck on the physical. People running around here with baskets full of problems and habits. I'm sorry. People running around here with baskets full of demons and habits. And everybody just focused on the physical. Oh, he smoked weed. He can't be conscious. No, I'm conscious because I'm getting rid of the demons that have more effect on my spirit. Marijuana and cigarettes are last on my list because they have least effect on my spirit. I deal with the physical last because the physical don't last. So I deal with the eternal. My spirit, how I treat people, how I think. Am I balanced out? Things of this nature. You have to think deeper than this physical. We get too lost in judgment. When you judging a person, you only judging with your eyes. You're not judging their spirit. Because you ain't even tapped into yours. So we need to stop with all this foolishness. Now, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if I cursed out. Y'all know I've been working on that. And I'm continue to work on it. Sometimes it slips out. No big deal. At the end of the day, it's no malicious intent in anything I say. Any knowledge that I bring is for the purposes of knowledge and knowledge only. If there's a group of 100 and y'all all believe in one thing and I know it's wrong, I'll present y'all with knowledge. Just in case those amongst you, they may be more enlightened when they hear things, different things said. So that's the thing I'm trying to say. If it's 100 of y'all in a group and I present knowledge, you don't have to bash me to try to keep hold of the flock. You're not supposed to be trying to keep hold of people. I'm not trying to take people from you. Everyone needs to be free and attached to the life so they can learn from the life. Anything any great man said, wrote, spoke, taught other men, he learned it from the life. Something he's seen or whatever. So y'all have to grasp that. It's just like one of my favorite human beings that ever walked this planet is George Washington Carver. A lot of people don't know that. I'm like the new George Washington Carver. If he was tough and smooth and shit, then that's who he would be, Solace. But I like George Washington Carver. Now, he's a wise brother. He learns from the life. He's a scientist just like Solace. But he was not a scientist like the scientists of his day. He dealt with the life. He used to talk to flowers. You know how like Solace talks to trees? And y'all be laughing at me like, man, this nigga's crazy. He loved trees, man. That's how George Washington Carver was with the flowers. He understood them. You spend time with a thing, you can realize, oh, shit, it's alive. Y'all don't spend time with things. Y'all don't know what life is. But George Washington Carver realized by dealing with the flowers, they taught him about power plants. Now, he didn't build power plants, but the flowers told him how to make power plants so that he could tell others. So it's just like the life told me the sperm is the spirit. It's just like the tree tells me. I learned so much just from the tree. I learned life and death from the tree. Why? Because it was a caterpillar on the tree. Cocooned up. So the tree holds a lot of knowledge. Much knowledge. And those are one of my favorite things. And they're alive. Conscious and all. But it's like the balance. We live consciously in this reality, and then when we sleep, our body is shut down and we're moving off our conscious. Trees is like us, but on the opposite. In our reality here, they unconscious. But they moving off conscious on the other side. It's a deep thing. I might have passed y'all or whatever, but just understand, man, I have a very keen sense with the life and the things in it. So I love George Washington Carver because for every person that says the things I say is absurd, then you have to say George Washington Carver was absurd. Grasp that. Because he's the same way I am. His knowledge was based off of observing the life, the things in it. And he was manifesting real things, just like me. So you have to grasp. You have to learn from the life. Einstein, he's another one of my favorites. He learned from the life. He had an understanding of the life, and as above, so below. So he tests things out in this physical reality to get understanding and what's going on up above, because he understands that it's the same. That's just logic. So he throw pebbles in the ponds to get an understanding of the all and how the ripple effect works and things of this nature. So it's a deep thing. Tesla is another one of my favorites. But Tesla wasn't really deep in learning from the life. So I hold him last on my list. But there's only 4 people on my list. George Washington Carver, he's first. Einstein second. Harriet Tubman is third. Harriet Tubman ain't had nothing to do with smarts. I just love her heart. And last on my list is Tesla. And these are the people that I admire, you can say, in a sense. But it's so cold-blooded because I don't think they smarter than me. That's where it gets scary for me. Because I can't truly never just go ham on the knowledge with y'all. Because y'all will be like, man, he got too much of an ego. And it's really not ego. I admire these people. I remember when they were smarter than me. When I used to really admire George Washington Carver and Tesla and Einstein, and I felt in my spirits, man, how did they get so smart to get to this point now in life where I feel like in my heart, if they was alive, they'd be following me. I truly don't think they smarter than I am, but they spark my conscience, so I hold them at high reference. It's a beautiful, deep thing. Y'all need to tap into this life, man. It's your main man, Solace.